Welcome along then to Portimão, one of the busiest towns in the Algarve and a breathtaking destination that brings tourists from all around the world to the shores of southern Portugal. Today it's the backdrop for the latest round of the Formula One World Championship, and with a circuit this wide, we could be in for a lot of exciting wheel-to-wheel action today. So Portimão features 15 turns over the course of its 2.9-mile length. 9 are right-handers, while 6 are to the left. This is a track with a lot of uphill action, which only accentuates the importance of getting those exits right, especially at turn 4, where a good line can present opportunities to pass on the way into turn 5. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Sir Lewis Hamilton and Norris, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Albon and Liam Lawson, Mick Schumacher, Armstrong, Sergio Perez and Tsunoda, Red, Bottas, Teo Porcher and Pierre Gasly. Ricciardo and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Let's focus now for the rest of the race. The virtual safety car's been deployed. The ending, wait for the greens. And in the DRS zone. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. Okay, good work. Great pass. car behind by 5/10 a lap. Okay, we've been informed of an incident which has resulted in lots of loose debris on the track. A safety car is being deployed. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay, clear. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 14.1 seconds. Green flag. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
They take the checkered flag then here in Portimão in what has been another outstanding Grand Prix. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result? And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Red. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone did a better job today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. There is also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One. Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. A lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Perez, Sir Lewis Hamilton and Ocon, Magnussen, Albon, Liam Lawson and Red, Armstrong, Gasly, Mick Schumacher and Bottas, Teo Porcher, Ricciardo, Lando Norris and Yuki Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Let's talk about Red. That was a solid result in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Okay, we've held position on lap 1. That's not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused. Safety car's out. We need you to reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of depth. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Green flag. Slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
And that's it then for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And what a sensational victory they've managed to pull off here. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Not the result our points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Oscar Piastri gets my vote today.
Let's move on to the Constructors. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.